Because his name is oh fuck. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Oh yeah, first things first, again, everyone's role should be on here. If it's not, message me. The way we're gonna be scheduling meetings in the future is via Team Lead. So I'll get with the programmers and the math people. We'll probably have 2 meeting dates depending on people are free. And then Andrea will do the same with her people. Fee is the manager, so he'll be the one DMing you, asking you if you've been doing stuff, how you're feeling, setting due dates and stuff. Secondly, it's important that you join this Trello right here. Trello is pretty much a little bit more complicated checklist. It's very simple. You'll have your things, the programmer, your level design, admin, which is just Fee pretty much, and then UI, you'll have your tasks here. And then I'll assign you, and I'll maybe put a description. So if you're a programmer, in the description here, I'll put how I'd code it, maybe some advice, something like that. I'd put it in the description here. I could open the card and I would change it, and I'll assign due dates, and I'll assign a person to it specifically. So it's important that you check this. If something gets added to your checklist, you will be messaged about it. So I still check it either way though, just in case. So it's very important that everyone read this. This is the premise for the game, essentially, right? Everyone read that. Now, what we're going to talk about now is this first section of the game. So instead of doing an overall game design document, we're going to do a game design document for each section of the game. So this is the first section of the game, which is called crew quarters. So basically, after the AI is taking control, he boots you back to your room and steals your credentials. You have to get the credentials of the old ship captain, his key, which is currently in the captain's quarters, which you have to unlock. So basically, what you have to do is you have to navigate the old crew quarters and find out where the key to the captain's room is. And you do that by going through notes and letters that the old crew have left. So think about if you play any game, there's a side quest like that where there's an abandoned area. You go through, you find notes that's basically like a web that you have to go through and figure out. There's also a way to add personality to the game and maybe tell bigger stories. So maybe there's something happening with the crew. Maybe they were fighting. Maybe they were resisting being replaced by robots and AI and stuff. But it's a way for us to tell another message there and get more personal with it. How the game's going to work mechanically is that these letters are going to contain different riddles and ciphers. We might have other mini games that involve rerouting electricity to open doors and stuff like that, but that comes later. We do need help coming up with puzzles. I'll show that later. So if you have any idea that you think could work for this kind of game section, please let me know.
I think that on GTA when you're trying to hack something.
Yeah.
I think those puzzles are pretty good. The ones where the letters are going and then you have to stop on a specific letter.
Dude, you have to be very careful with the hacking system.
Okay.
Because sometimes it becomes tedious. I like Fallout's is really good. Where you get you're trying to pick a lock, and it's it's kind of you're is it in the right perfect place?
Yeah.
Those are fun. And then there's one with the words to figure it out. But then there's some hacking systems when you're breaking into stuff, they're really tedious and annoying. You know what I'm talking about?
GTAs are pretty annoying.
Yeah, exactly. It gets kind of annoying. It gets really old really quick.
Yeah.
When you're trying to cipher stuff. So that's pretty important. How the gameplay is gonna work is, for the most part, the level is gonna work where there's 3 types of enemies. I can't really write this down anymore. Whatever. It's gonna be 3 types of enemies. Hello.
Hey Max.
There's gonna be 3 types of enemies. The first one is gonna be a robot with scheduled paths that's gonna be patrolling. If it sees you, it's gonna chase you till it can't. It's gonna chase you until it either loses track of you or catches up to you. If you get caught, it's just gonna say something like, "You've been blah blah blah. Let me escort you back to your room." Because at this point, the AI doesn't see you as a threat. He just kind of wants you to stay in your own lane. They're just gonna throw you back in your room, and you have to sneak out again and sneak past again. The second enemy type is a camera, and if this camera sees you, it's gonna spawn in a warden. Think about Minecraft. The warden's gonna turn off the lights and chase you. It's gonna be scary and hopefully pretty fun. But yeah, those are the 3 enemy types for the level. So this first level is really gonna focus around sneaking around. It's gonna focus around the puzzles that involve the previous crew and the notes they left and stuff like that. Anything I'm missing here? We could also all have hidden paths and stuff like that.
You think GroupMe is a good idea?
What?
You think GroupMe is a good idea?
GroupMe? Sure, yeah.
I don't think it's good with me.
But yeah, that's the first section of the game.
Or
Any questions on that?
Text
Speaking
message
of
is probably
text
the
message,
best.
super chat. Sorry.
Just text message.
Instagram or text message is the best.
Yeah,
'cause
we gotta
that's when-
ask if they're okay with that.
Any questions on that first section of the game?
Nah.
It's like, you like that? Alright, no, good. So here I'll have a what to work on general Google Doc, and then from this I'll assign you tasks. So for the UI, there's two things we need to work on. One's the title screen. It's gonna have play, load, and settings. Load won't be functional right now. I'm gonna assign one person to work on save data, like figuring out how to save data and stuff. So load won't be functional for now. But it's pretty easy. You can just look up how to make a simple title screen. And in the background, I think it'd be cool to have like flickering stars and stuff. And then maybe whenever you click load or play, it kind of pans down and shows the spaceship. That'd be kind of a cool little loading screen as atmosphere and stuff. Then we also need a dialogue system. Those are the two things we need from UI right now. Section 0 is at the intro. This is really simple. All we need is a dialogue sequence and then a script that teleports you to the first level once that dialogue sequence is over. We might, if you have any ideas on how we can make it more interesting, because if it's just a dialogue dump, that would be boring. Then section 1, which is the living course, we just went through. This is a basic summary of what I said. Target length is 2 hours. Minimum length is an hour for this, like in terms of player play time. So this is everything we need. So for the cameras, I put the pseudocode. Everything it's going to do. It's going to track using ArrayCast. It should have a viewable area. For some of these, I've included how I would code it. So here I put like a little thing on how I would code it. Then we need patrol bots, which I mentioned before. Set path robots. Then the warden. Map layout, I put rooms that I would include. You can come with rooms that you like instead. But I think it's pretty important. I think it's pretty cool I think it makes sense if the bedrooms are like small,
Like
and
cells.
person like cells, right? Because it's a spaceship, it's like a working place.
Yeah.
And then for puzzles, this is where it's more like less defined, because again, if you guys have any more ideas for the puzzles, right now it's just based around the hidden documents left behind the crew members and like riddles in there, which is easier on our part because we don't have to code much. All we do is we have someone write out whatever the letter is and the riddle inside of it, and then like at the door or whatever that it leads to, the lockbox, all you have is a program that just matches the player input to a code that's like a private variable. So that's pretty easy, and we can program more complex puzzles if you have those ideas. MISC, we need an interaction system that's going to be inherited. That's pretty easy. And then save data. Save data is important. I've never missed a save data before. It shouldn't be that hard. I literally think what we could do is just have it like create a note or something like that. I don't know how the data is stored, but it should be pretty simple. Depending, especially because we're not going to have a very complex inventory system or anything like that. So it should be pretty easy to do save data. And that's everything we need right now. And that is reflected here. And then after this, I'll contact the programmers and everything and see what they want to work on. The one thing I do need to do before I assign stuff for like the robot and stuff like that is I need to pull. So basically, Unity has this thing called a Mesh Navigate. So basically, it scans the level for colliders and it maps out the entire level for you. So if you give it a point, it will navigate itself there. You don't have to program it. You don't have to program the AI. It does it for you. It doesn't have that for tile maps, but someone made a thing on GitHub for it. So I need to pull that and plug it in. And after that, it should be pretty easy. All you do is give it the point, and it goes there. So the AI should be pretty easy to do with navigation. The next thing I want to do is show you guys how to link the project to your Unity. Two things you need: GitHub, make your GitHub profile, and then download GitHub on your desktop. And here I would open. But let's say I don't have this here yet. What you want to do is you want to go to Add, Clone Repository, and you're gonna put in URL, GitHub.com URL, which I will send in Discord. Team 13, where are we? Not that.
Looking beautiful.
This is the GitHub repository. So you get that, and once you're here on your desktop, you're gonna add a new repository, you're gonna clone it, you're gonna put in this link, and you're gonna click clone. It's not gonna let me because I already have it. Oh, I would advise, Microsoft likes to put everything on OneDrive. I don't know why, it's really fucking annoying. I would make sure that it is physically on your computer because OneDrive sucks. So make sure this path is not on OneDrive, that's my advice. And once you do that, you're gonna find this file location where you saved it, right? Know that. So here, I don't like Unity, I don't like Microsoft 11. It's kind of annoying to find stuff. That's my OneDrive. Let me just grab the file path. Show and Explorer. Yeah, you can just do this. Find an Explorer, and you just get the path, and then you can copy that. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to Unity, Unity Hub. Make sure you're using the right version of Unity, which is the 2022.3.255. Otherwise, there will be a problem when you try to link it. And if you have that problem, I beg you, please don't root. Just download the right version. If you mess with stuff and then you upload it, it's gonna be a big problem. Okay, make sure you're using the right version. Okay, or else you're gonna fuck it up for everyone. But you're gonna go add, and then you're just gonna copy and paste the folder, and you're gonna put open. And once you do that, you open it, and it'll be fine. It'll be perfect. And if you don't know how GitHub works, you have your branch. So right now this is all saved online on GitHub. You have your branch, and whenever you're done with your code or your section where you've been assigned to, you push it to the main branch. Now you can see a problem with this. If two people mess with the same script, like the player script, and both upload it, there's a problem. One of them is going to replace someone else's code, and something's no longer going to be functional, or it's going to be a huge mess. So I've created a folder, some scripts in it, literally called Do Not Touch. Do not touch those scripts unless I tell you you can. I'm going to log it to make sure no one's messing with the same script at the same time. If someone's messing with the same script at the same time, it's a problem. So just mess with your own stuff. If you're messing with something that existed before or isn't your script, then let me know. But yeah, once we load up this, I'll show you what I currently have. I made a little demo. So this has the basic player movement script as a little template level that map design can copy and play with. As basic UI to where if the player's health hits 0, as two canvases, one for the player's alive, one for the player's dead, and it switches based on the player's health. So basically made like a little template for the game. So that way we're not waiting on anything, and you can get ahead and work on what you need to immediately. It's not the prettiest thing, but it's everything we need to get started. I will say it's a little bit choppy with the sprites. I need to fix that. But yeah. Also, this player is not our final player. This is temporary. So don't worry about that. This is temporary because it was free. But yeah, that's the project right now. Okay. I think that was everything that we needed to go over immediately. Now we can work on assigning tasks. Okay, who are my programmers here? You, me, 3 of us. I'll give him something actually. Hey, do you want to check out the save data? Like just figure out how that works? It shouldn't be hard. Because you know Unity already. Just figure out how to save data. It should be really easy. It shouldn't take more than a few hours for you.
Alright, I'll do save data.
Thank you. Bet. I think that's it. Great.
I've never done save data before.
Feature man. I'm gonna make you do it by the end of spring break. Womp womp.
Wait, I'm the project manager. I can do my own due date.
I think technically, if we ask you, Seth, I think I'm the one that's like top dog team lead.
Okay.
I think technically speaking.
I mean.
inventory system we don't really need right now, so that can be backlogged. Navigation system, this is me. I'll plug this tonight. That'll be pretty easy. I forgot who was at the thing Wednesday. You two were. Who was the third guy?
Chris.
Chris was there. Yeah, Chris said he wanted to work on the robot, and if he's working on the robot, he's already a stone skip away from the warden, so that's kind of cool. Someone want to work on the camera.
Basically,
code.
so that's like following.
So basically, what the camera's gonna do is it's gonna have like an area in front of it where it sees, right? And if the player steps in there, it's gonna activate the warden. So all you need to do is program a camera that you could have it rotate, you could have it be standstill. That has an area in front of it. The player walks into, it activates another object, and then you don't have to write the code for activating it right now until someone's done programming the warden. So just leave that blank.
I think they should
plug
work
it in.
with the person doing the warden, no?
What?
If the camera is gonna be used with the warden, shouldn't it like?
Yeah, they can work together on the pseudocode. These three are kind of connected, but I want to put it all in one person.
We have 2 people work on those 3.
Yeah, that works. So do you want to work with Chris on the enemies, and I'll meet with you guys.
Yeah.
I'll help you guys write the pseudocode. Now I would write it. Should be pretty simple. Okay,
I think I'm the only one between us three that hasn't used Unity.
What?
I haven't used Unity before. So.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Trust me. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Hey, it's okay to steal code.
Yeah, bro.
Aren't you in data structures?
I am right now.
Yeah, you're
I
fine.
have everything
You're
I need.
fine.
You're chilling. Don't worry
You
about
don't
it.
even have
Don't-
to use.
No, she good.
I'm gonna be honest with Unity, especially like if you do just the programming side of it, you don't even have to know that much about like how Unity functions. Like it could be overwhelming at first, but as long as you understand like the basic, like okay, there's like everything, like they have different components you can be messing with. So as long as you understand this component is this component tracks whenever it runs into something like a barrier. This component is its visible aspect, right? So it's pretty easy. And then I might have a workshop day between the people that haven't used Unity before and people who want to brush up. Maybe next week or maybe online during spring break even. I don't know, because next week's busy. And then I'll just like go through basic Unity stuff. Or I could just send you guys videos. So that works.
Do we download Unity Hub? Is that what we're downloading?
Yeah, Unity Hub
Okay, yeah.
and the editor.
Enemy group. And I'll just get rid of these. And I'll sign members. What's your name on here?
I don't think I actually went to the Trello yet. I haven't
Just something you need to do. That's cool.
A.
Chris. I won't put a duty on this. We need to talk first. Other than that, what else do we do? Oh, we do need someone to code the doors. That's pretty simple though.
What do you mean coding doors?
Okay. Well, we might need an animator for that. Just having like a door that opens and closes. It's kind of weird if the door just like disappears. Right. So you might want
So
a simple animation that activates that slide to left.
Okay.
Once the animation finishes, the players will have to walk through.
Yeah.
That might be what?
Nothing.
I'll work on assigning that later on based off what programmer wasn't here today.
Because we still need to add like a lot of small details. But
Yeah. That's why things like I have the big stuff. There's like little small stuff I'm not remembering, like doors and stuff. And
Isn't doors on
interactions.
level design?
What?
Isn't doors on level design?
I mean, it could be if you wanted to. Be.
I think for like the
It
small
already is.
code,
Is?
Yeah.
all the small code we can.
Oh,
add
okay.
to
Yeah, this makes sense, I guess. It depends. This could be programmer or map.
I think we're all like programmers basically.
Yeah. The doors aren't really like an immediate thing like you think would be low key. We can add
I'll
that
probably
later.
work on some of the small
Yeah,
stuff.
same. This is
That
really
connects
simple.
everything.
All this is gonna do is teleport the player back to a specific point. So basically, it could be just like a little like piece of code in a document that like that you copy and paste for like the robots for the warden. All it's gonna do is take the player and move him back to a x, like an x and y coordinate. Someone wanna do that? Should be really easy. Like you could low-key just plug in ChatGPT.
Okay.
And this is like a really good simple script to like understand like messing with stuff with Unity if you're a beginner.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that.
I bet.
I think everything.
Did you figure her name on here yet or no?
Yeah.
I think everything
it's on
here-
ALM.
everything here that I
What?
see right now
Set
should
the
be
name of
done
Wadley?
by April,
Oh, I got you. I bet.
so that we can work on like crafting systems or whatever.
And then I'll add you to planning out living spaces. What's your name on here?
I'm at.
Yeah, there you are. Yeah, we're good.
But I'm not on the. You know the little thing that you showed us, like all the things. I was on the map.
I thought I put you on there. You weren't?
I wasn't. Yeah, I'm not.
You're not here. Okay, I'm gonna move Caden to something else probably then.
Don't I posted the member list on Discord.
Yeah. You put 3 options for Caden.
Me?
Yeah. There's like writer,
cause
map.
I
I
didn't
think we
ask
only
him
need
what
2
he
map
was.
people. I don't think we need 3. And he wants to do map.
Yeah, like you can just choose out of those 3.
I'll move Caden to something else later. Create doors. I'm honestly working on that myself, but I need to work with the animator for that.
I'm pretty sure
Honestly,
Caden's active, too.
if you're an artist, if you can find something that's copyright free,
I think for now,
as long
like
as you credit at the
main,
end of the game.
like animating the main character would be the main focus. Right
Yeah, animate
now.
the main character. We can deal with the doors later. For now, we use a placeholder. This is done.
So yeah, you can.
UI. Can I put you for
I
start?
got that,
Annie, can I put you for start screen?
Sure.
There's like a bunch of videos on it. You on here?
Oh, starting screen. Yeah, that one's fun to
You
do.
on here?
Sammy.
What?
The last one. I linked it to my Google, my Gmail.
Hey yo,
And
who
then
is
this
that?
also is the same thing, but once you get done with this, I can literally send you the code for this twinkling thing, because I did that for a different game. So I can just send you that effects code.
Yeah, that
Bran-
would help actually.
and we need a branching dialogue system later. I'll assign that to the other guy later.
I don't even know how to change it, bro.
And then for our writers, right now we only have 1. We might have a second one.
What is writer gonna do?
They gotta write out the characters that are like
Oh,
remember
And the
like they
dialogue,
have notes
right?
and stuff. So we might actually have a second writer for this. Because I think the Caden guy wanted to be a writer, so I'll put him down for writer because this is a lot for this section of the game. And I'll assign that later.
I'm gonna add dialogue.
So tonight I'll finish assigning stuff.
Wait, no.
And I'll get
Never
him to send
mind.
DMs to everyone. And then for sound, I talked to.
Oh, yeah.
I need to link you up with the other sound person so she can talk to you. You'll probably handle more like the actual code part of it because she makes like actual music, like fire shit low key. And you can talk to her about it. So I want you to be on more of the implementation side. And animators, I'll let Andrea deal with that.
Okay, cool.
Create
I know how to open the repository in Unity.
create player.
Yeah.
Up,
That's
down,
awesome. I don't even have to get up downloading right now.
nations
Crazy. Project manager.
plus
Wait. My Chrome is like,
Okay.
I'm gonna use a different browser.
Okay. I think that's about it for now. Any questions like that?
Look at Unity 6 or Harrison